YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. We are here. It is Infinity War time. But first, I know you guys are probably wondering what the freak is going on here. He's outdoors. Well, yeah, I'm on vacation in Illinois. Went to Chicago, but I'm staying in Illinois. As you can see, I'm in the sticks. I'm at this vacation spot with my family, and this is where we're staying. We're having more of a outdoorsy, woodsy type of feel. So I figured that I would still give you guys that spoiler-free review now. And I'll give you the spoiler review when I get back to Los Angeles on Sunday. One more thing. Please forgive the audio quality as I forgot my microphone. But the video quality should still be sharp and pristine. That's how we do it here. Okay. It took 10 years to build up to this point, to paint this picture of what Infinity War actually is. Yes. I understand the epicness of this movie. Yes. But we're going to get into this spoiler-free, and I'm going to be as obscure and bland and vague and general as possible. Forgive me, because the spoiler review will be epic. Okay, spoiler-free. A lot of hype coming into this movie. I felt some type of way watching it. There's a lot of epic moments in this film. It's a lot of fan service in this film. This film will give you epic. This film will give you action. This film will give you entertainment. This film will give you enjoyment. And I'm going to talk about a lot of the things that I liked. Drax, to me, was another character that I liked in this film. I liked how the comedy tone was kind of high, but it actually made me laugh, so it didn't really take too much away from the tone of the film, if you know what I'm saying. It was serious when it needed to be. It was funny when it shouldn't have been, but because it was funny and wasn't over the top like Ragnarok, I was like, okay, fine, I'll take this. I'm not going to complain about it, so I took it on the chin. And I also want to let you guys know that my comic book knowledge of reading the comics of Infinity War, Infinity Gauntlet, I'm not going to bring that into this review. I'm speaking straight as an MCU movie watcher fan. So know that now. And my grade will reflect that. It was awesome just seeing these characters come together. Just seeing them again. Seeing Cap, seeing Iron Man, seeing Spider-Man, seeing Black Panther, just seeing all of them come together in a film again, it's just like, that's what made me come in my pants. That is the best part of this movie. The best part of this movie is seeing your heroes that you love. And that's kind of a shame, because you know all that good stuff that comes with Marvel movies, action, pace, all that. That's all there. Production value, that's all there. But I didn't love this film. I did not love this film. I can't believe I'm shocked. I dwelled on it all night last night. I was on the car ride home for an hour and a half just thinking about what the freak I watched, man. This didn't feel like a Russo brothers film. I'm telling you guys right now, the Russo brothers take an L on this movie. The Russos bit off more than they can chew. They did amazing with Winter Soldier, amazing with Civil War. In Russo brothers, I trust. But in this film here, they effed up. They fumbled big time. The Russo brothers didn't know what to do with such a huge cast. They didn't know what storyline they should have done and how they should have done it with such a huge cast. There was a lot missing from this film that I expected. There was a lot missing from this film that I wanted based upon the other MCU films. There's a lot that I got as well based on the other MCU films. I was satisfied in seeing certain things. Like, for instance, the action. It's tons of action in this film, but it's meaningless. It's meaningless action because it was tied to a story that didn't develop. Yeah, you see Captain America, you see Iron Man. They're doing things, and it feels like you're witnessing all of this epicness for nothing. Because it's just, everything is rushed. The pacing is too fast. Thanos, there's things that happen in this film that are blasphemous. And I have to remind you guys again, this is not about the comic books. This is about the MCU and the films. The worst thing about this film is the power scaling. They had no idea what to do with these characters' power levels. Characters are weak in the first beginning of the movie and are OP in the end of the movie. Characters are weak in the first 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes later, they're OP. The things that happen in this film make no sense to me. This is a senseless film. That's crazy that I'm saying. It's senseless. If you break this film down and get the fanboy shit out as a film, oh, it's epic seeing the heroes fly around. Whoa, this is epic. Yes, it's entertaining. I love it. But I gotta grade this as a film, baby. This is all about if it's a good film. You feel what I'm saying? This is not a good film. I can't believe I'm saying that shit. This is Infinity War, Jack. This is not a good film. Thanos is not a great villain. Let me talk about Thanos. I don't like Josh Brolin as Thanos. I knew this in the first 10 minutes. When he spoke, I was like, nah, your voice doesn't match your epicness. It doesn't match who you are. Your voice ain't deep enough. It's not epic enough. I know they added some instruments to make his voice sound more epic. They could have turned that dial up a little bit more, homie. The Thanos from the early MCU was the Thanos that I think that we should have got now. He looked too human to me. He looked too much like Josh Brolin. He didn't look the way I think that he should have looked. What I mean by that is with that helmet off and that bald head and the way him talking and seeing his eyes move and shit, he didn't ooze a godly, fearsome deity to me. The first 10 minutes, he showed why he is Thanos. But then after that, he was no longer the Thanos that they built him up to be. The Russos did an amazing job in the first scene with Thanos. After that, it fell apart. Because Thanos takes an L to Loki, and he takes an L to Killmonger. He even takes an L to Hela. Because what makes a villain great is what you're doing it for. Why are you evil? Why are you carrying out these plans? Their beliefs. Thanos in this film is not given any depth at all. He's not given any weight. He's not given any explanation. It is absolutely a travesty. Thanos is an empty shell who's powerful. And he's doing things because he has a preconceived notion in his mind. He's the definition of a madman. How are these great villains? He's not. Thanos holds an L in my opinion. The directing was okay, but there's also some issues that I had with the production value. I could tell they put money into it. They put money into most, but there were some scenes with Thanos and CG that didn't look right. Proxima Midnight of the Black Order. Her CG elements were very bad. She looked fake as a motherfucker. And I'm not trying to complain. This is Infinity War. They probably spent $700 million on this budget. There's no excuse for this. The CG in Civil War was better than the CG in Infinity War. The action in Civil War was better than the action in Infinity War. Not more action. Infinity War had more action. Civil War had better action because it was rooted to great story elements and characters that we loved that was developed. It feels like everything that happened in this film that comes to action and seeing something epic, it's like you're in the theater and you're like, oh, wow. And then immediately afterward, you're like, huh? But why don't I feel something? This action had no heart. This movie had no heart. Characters that I knew and loved in the MCU all my life, for the last, 10, 11 years, all my life, it was only 10 years, they were pushed to the sideline. It's like they didn't matter. I didn't recognize certain characters as I was watching. I'm like, okay, there you are, I see you, you're epic, but they were given nothing. They were given a bone with no meat. And they spent time on other characters that shouldn't have had time spent on them. Overall, the story just... The ending was, I understand. The ending was bad, but I understand it. It's the heart in this film as a whole. It didn't feel heroic. It didn't feel hopeful. It felt depressing. And not the good depressing. It felt depressing because this movie failed me. The Russo brothers didn't even reach the potential of what they did with Civil War and Winter Soldier. The characters in this movie were mishandled so badly. The power scaling was all over the place. But I did enjoy seeing a lot of the characters. I enjoyed the epicness. I enjoyed a lot of the just characters sharing scenes with each other. There's so much that I can't say right now because it's so tied to spoilers. And it's hard for me. So I'll just leave it with this. Avengers Infinity War is a Twinkie. It's sweet. And it satisfies that sweet tooth. And people love them. But it's not nourishing. It will not take away your hunger. And it's empty calories that are not good for you. Civil War and Winter Soldier were 5-course meals. T-bone steak, side of mashed potatoes, and garlic butter. Green beans simmered to perfection. A Sprite crisp that burns your throat. You can't even drink the whole thing because your throat burned. You got to stop. And a side of some garlic bread and shit. It's a delicious meal. It tastes good. It's nourishing. You remember, it'll make your night. Infinity War is a very sexy woman. Infinity War is one of the most beautiful women you ever seen in your life. You take her on a date, you realize she's dumb, she an airhead, she got no morals, she has no value in life, she's not funny, charismatic, has no personality, and she's shallow as a motherfucker. That's what Infinity War is. Civil War and Winter Soldier were dime pieces just the same that had character, charisma, personality, morals, value, had an upbringing, smart, intelligent, loving, kind. That's what this movie should have been. The Russo brothers directed this, right? In the Russos we trust, right? The Russo brothers just hit their Joss Whedon moment with Avengers Age of Ultron. That's exactly what happened. I am extremely disappointed in this film because, and it's not because I'm not putting it on a different keel because it's Avengers. You're being unfair. It's not because it's Avengers. It's because as a film, it lacked on so many different things. I like the score. This movie isn't even in my top 5. Avengers Infinity War. I just said it. Avengers Infinity War isn't even in my top 5 MCU movies. Winter Soldier, Black Panther, Civil War, Avengers. You could pick Iron Man, and you could put Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 over this film, in my opinion. This film disappointed me, and it makes me feel some type of way, but I got to keep it 100 with y'all and tell y'all how I'm feeling about this film. Spoiler review will be epic. I'm going to try to get some fellas to do it with me. I'll see you guys then. Until then, I give this film a motherfreaking C. This shit is mediocre. Motherfreaker. I can't believe this shit. Subscribe to the channel. Hate me if you want. Call me a DC fanboy because I'm bashing Marvel right now. Because I'm being honest. Then I'm a Marvel fanboy. I don't give a freak. Mediocre film, bruh. I'm Jody Joe, and I'm out this thing, man. Deuces.